time you come on.
Okay, good evening, everyone. We are live. Good evening. Welcome to the January 11th, 2020 meeting of the Albany County Legislature. My name is Andrew Joyce, and I serve as chair of the Albany County Legislature. As this is our first meeting of the year, I'd like to wish everyone a very happy new year. 2020 was certainly a challenging year in many ways, and I hope this year brings many of us, or all of us, good health and good fortune. Our rules allow for a period of public comment before our meetings. In accordance with the guidance provided by the governor, our own county executive, and the commissioner of health, we are managing the public forum virtually. I would like to note that the information for participation in tonight's public forum has been on the legislature's website since last week. This is the same format we have used since the pandemic hit, which has produced robust public discourse over the last few months. Speakers will be allowed 5 minutes each. I'd ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Preston.
Here.
Broski. Bergdorf.
Here.
Chapman.
Here.
Clay.
Here.
Clary.
Here.
Camiso.
Here.
Cunningham. That's all. Cunningham. I did see her. Demolowitz. Drake.
Here.
Efacoro.
Yeah.
Ethier. Gill. Feeney.
Here.
Fine.
Here.
Grimm.
Here.
Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Ray Joyce.
Here.
Kuhn.
Here.
Langdon.
Here.
Lakakis.
Here.
Lockhart.
Here.
Muriello.
Here.
Mayo.
Here.
McLaughlin.
Here.
McLean Lane. Miller.
Here. Here.
O'Brien.
Here.
Purley.
Here.
Peter.
Here.
Flosky.
Here.
Reedy.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Here.
Ricard.
Present.
Simpson.
Here.
Tunney.
Here.
Ward.
Here.
Whalen.
Here.
Willingham.
Here.
Cunningham. I saw it.
Cunningham is here.
Okay.
Smith is here also.
I think I got you, Smith. 36 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Clerk, please identify the first speaker.
Carol Waterman.
Hi, you can all hear me, right?
We've got you.
Okay, thanks. I'm a lifelong Democrat, so I'm not happy about what I'm going to be saying about Governor Cuomo and the COVID vaccines, but I'd be very unhappy if I said nothing. So, county officials have been planning and doing drills for years for mass vaccinations. And they did a great job on H1N1 and, of course, every year on the flu. Governor Cuomo has had no experience with this whatsoever. Now, Cuomo's insistence on having control and micromanaging this will cost lives, and it maybe already has. Now, his plan changes daily. 2 days ago, in the Times Union, I learned that the county executives were told that counties would take on a greater role, whatever that may mean. Yesterday, according to the Times Union editorial board, they were told that New York State, quote, will work with counties. I don't know what that means either, okay? And the editorial board furthermore criticized what was going on by saying it is, quote, mind-boggling. Well, my mind is totally boggled now. Now, as several of you know, I had planned to talk tonight several days ago, but today this became personal to me. Today was the day they opened up registration for the vaccine to people 75 and older. And I've been really waiting for this because even though I take every precaution, I still could get infected with COVID. And I've got the triple whammy for dying if I do get it. 1, my age, 79. 2, severe respiratory
Oh,
problem.
come on.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm
Stand by,
sorry.
everyone.
I'm sorry, somebody seemed to have an objection to something I was saying, so let's have it out there.
I'm sorry, Carol. It's Patricia Sibilia. I wasn't commenting on you. I didn't realize
Oh.
I was unmuted. It was on
All right,
something.
stand by,
completely
everyone.
different.
All right.
I'd like to have order. Everyone be quiet. If you are not speaking, please go on mute. I've hit the pause button on your time, Carol, so we're gonna take
Thanks.
a knee real quick. If
So
you're not
where I
speaking, please
left
go
off-
on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Are we
on
good?
mute, am? Yeah, you
All
can
right,
hear me?
go ahead, Carol.
Good, okay. I was talking about why today this issue became personal to me. And because I'm 79 and I do have the triple whammy for dying if I get COVID. So anyway, it started today, registration at 8 a.m. and promptly at 8, obviously I'm not the only one who's going through this. This is universal. Promptly at 8, I had the form already filled out online. I submitted it. And here's what you get when you submit the form. I got a list of 5 places to register for testing. 5. One of them, I'm sorry, to register for the vaccine, excuse me. One of the places only did testing. The other 4 had no openings. I tried again several times later. I still obviously am not registered for a test. If counties had had control over this process, much of this mess would have been prevented a long time ago. And by the way, about it being personal for me.
1 minute.
Okay. I was going to say, I wonder what it's like for people who don't have computers, but anyway, it would have been prevented long ago. So what can our legislature do to get Cuomo to give counties the control? Well, I'd like to see a proclamation urging or even demanding that Cuomo turn over control to the counties.
30 seconds.
Will this accomplish anything? I don't know. Maybe not. Not for our cause, but certainly for our souls, for keeping our backbones strong. And the one thing we know, if we do nothing, it's not going to accomplish anything. Also, I really believe in the importance of standing up, even if you're going to lose. Well, I'm hoping to hear in the next few days that someone did start a proclamation. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Clerk, next
Carol, you
speaker.
got Gary.
Yes, I do.
Nicole, you got Gil. You
Yeah.
got Gary.
I got both of you guys.
Folks, we will take the roll before the full meeting, okay? We're on
Thank
the
you.
public's time right now. Clerk, next speaker.
Patricia Sibilia.
Good evening, you guys. Carol, my apologies to you. I was reading email and multitasking while you were speaking.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I apologize and didn't realize I was unmuted. I'm here tonight to talk about legislative size. So back in 2014, the League of Women Voters of Albany County adopted a position to reduce the size of the county legislature by 14 members from 39 to 25. When I came on, we actually felt we wanted to separate county size, the legislature size, from redistricting, and we focused on redistricting. And when in the fall of 2019, redistricting was behind us, we felt we wanted to go back and do an in-depth study on legislative size to review and update our position. With that, there was a team of a study group of myself and 2 other people, and we looked at quite a number of factors that could actually be in that could impact legislative size. We went through and we ended up including doing a survey to pretty much all the legislators at the time. And actually on the first day of early voting in 2020, November 11th, I think it was, we ended up coming to final resolution after going through quite a bit of intense discussion. And as the outcome of that, we felt that in light of potential negative impact that downsizing could have on minority and community representation, the league's current position was going to be abandoned. So I apologize to all of the legislature for my delay in announcing this. I am going to send not only our full study, which I think some of you may find very extensive and interesting, but also the result of the survey that was given to the legislators. We had, I think, about 20%, 25% participating, where there was, it was done anonymously. So it was some very interesting comments that were made. It was all open-ended questions. And I think you guys might find it interesting to review that as well. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were clear that the League of Women Voters of Albany County has abandoned its position on downsizing at this time. And that had come really after very extensive research and study and quite a bit of member discussion. So I appreciate your time tonight. Happy New Year to everyone. And I'll send out the report as the meeting continues. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
Can I have a clarification, Andrew?
Mr. Ethier?
Just a clarification. Does that mean that League of Women Voters are in favor of the 39 legislators?
No, it does
Is that what
not.
you're
It
saying?
means, no, it does not. It is only that we abandon our position on downsizing.
Oh, just for the moment. I understand. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Pat. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you, guys.
Is there anyone else in the meeting that would like to provide public comment? Hearing none, the public forum is now closed. And before we start tonight's meeting, we have 4 recipients of the Albany County Legislature's Beyond the Call Award. These have been provided to us by Legislator Norma Chapman in Albany. I'd like to remind everybody, if you have folks in your districts, in your communities that are doing the work necessary to get everyone through this pandemic, please submit their names for consideration for this award. I'll let Norma go ahead and introduce all the recipients for the award. But these are some names that you will recognize. You know, public service and the community service work that we do is a family affair. I'm really proud of the recipients this month. And I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Chapman. Before Ms. Chapman unmutes, I'd like to go ahead and read the names of the recipients for this month. We have Deacon Haven Brown, Deaconess Chanel Brown, Faye Mia Willingham, and Elijah James Willingham. Ms. Chapman, are you unmuted?
Okay, can you hear me?
We got you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chairman Joyce, for giving me this opportunity to just speak briefly of these recipients. And I'm so happy and I'm excited. So I'll just continue on because it just took, as speaking with these people, it just made me so happy and excited about great things going in our city. So I'm going to start with the first person I'm going to read is Elijah James Willingham. Elijah James Willingham is the husband of our luscious deputy chairwoman, Wanda Faye Willingham. Can we agree? They've been married for 50
Luscious?
years. Luscious, beautiful. They've been married for 50 years. They're both members of Mount Olive Southern Missionary Baptist Church under the leadership of the pastor, Willie J. Stovall, which is a servant leader. Elijah has been dedicated and a faithful servant towards his family, church members, and his community. Elijah became a deacon in training, which they call DIT, and it means deacon in training, since 2017 at Mount Olive Southern Missionary Church. Founding member, and Elijah is also a founding member of the Sons of Arbor Hill. It's an organization that was especially tailored to provide services for the Arbor Hill families and friends. Elijah founded the members of Hank Wallace Committee. They renamed 35 street signs to pay homage to historical leaders that were in businesses and also on Arbor Hill, especially on North Swan Street in Albany. And you can see these street signs as you drive over Clinton Avenue and in Arbor Hill. You see the signs that are kind of like on top of the regular street signs. And Elijah came up with that idea. So we want to thank him for that. Elijah also, along with the Sons of Arbor Hill, he renamed the Bleecker Stadium the Field of Charlie Tinky Lee Field. And Charlie Tinky Lee was a famous pro football player who played for the Miami Dolphins. And I believe that Charlie Lee might be your cousin, Eli. But he did this, and it was just a beautiful thing. If you go up to Bleecker Stadium, you can see that field, and it does have Charlie Tinky Lee's name there. Elijah, during the summer months, I can remember this. Elijah organized field trips, bringing 350 children for 3 years to the Grafton Park just to get them out of Albany from the city because it was so hot. He said, I need to bring these kids out of Albany just to bring them to a park so they can go swimming, have some relaxation, and just have lots of fun. So question was, well, how are you going to do this? He got buses, he got the church vans, he got CDTA, he got all the help that he can get. And I remember going on the South End, I saw buses lined up, like, what the heck's going on here? He had the buses, and the children were getting on the buses, and the parents were so happy. And he also was able to have people were just delivering themselves, going to the park and just having a great time. Eli, I just want to thank you for that because I was part of that parade that you were doing. So thank you for that. Eli also, with his deacons and the deacons that he had as being a DIT at Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church, he had this idea when he was speaking with a person that was in charge of doing a lot of the food distributions, along with the deacons. He spoke with a couple of deacons there at the church, and he said, well, we need to get something organized so we can start doing this mass food distribution. As you know, with the pandemic and with the COVID relief, that it was people that just could not even go out or come out, and I don't have to say anything else about it, but he organized the food distribution, and he got that all together with one of his colleagues at the church, one of his the deacons at the church. But he collaborated this with Trinity and a firsthand food distribution, and they distributed over 4,000 baskets of food for the COVID-19 relief. Eli also was at the softball field when they had over 2,800 food baskets that they got together, and they delivered this food, and people were coming all over just to get the food. So we just want to thank him for that. And there's so much more that I could speak about Eli for Elijah. But with that, I just wanted to say that for Elijah Willingham, we just want to thank you on behalf of Albany County legislators, and we thank you for all you've been doing and the things that you're still doing and you're continually working on. You're not just a man that is just there with your family. You are family, and you're also community orientated. And I just want to thank you for all your services.
Thank you, Ms. Chapman. Thank you very much for your nominations this month. I also want to thank Mr. Willingham for his decades of work to the community and also stepping up to the plate for COVID-19. Again, I want to thank and honor our recipients of the COVID Beyond the Call Award this month, Deacon Haven Brown, Deaconess Chanel Brown, Faye Willingham, and Elijah James Willingham for their work. Again, to the members of the legislature, if you have people in your districts, in your communities that are doing work behind the scenes on COVID-19, please submit their names. You get a nice certificate, you get a proclamation, and it's a good recognition of their hard work. So again, thank you and congratulations to all the recipients this month for our COVID-19 Beyond the Call Award. And with that, we would like to call our January meeting to order. And to begin our meeting, I would like to ask Jennifer Whalen, wish her a happy birthday, and ask her to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you very much. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States
of
of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for the honor, Andrew, Chairman.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Joyce.
I'd like to ask Madam Clerk to please call the roll.
Peston,
Here.
Brewski,
Here.
Bergdorf. Bergdorf,
Here.
Chapman. Chapman.
Here.
Clay. Clay.
We have Mr. Clay.
Clary. Camiso.
We have Mr. Camiso as well.
I think everybody's on mute.
Yeah, it's okay. We got him.
Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz.
Here.
Drake.
Here.
Epicoro.
Here.
Ethier.
Here.
Feeney.
Here.
Fine.
Here.
Grimm.
Here.
Andrew Joyce.
Here.
Ray Joyce. Ray. Kuhn.
Here. Here.
Langdon.
Here.
I got you, Ray. Lakakis.
Here.
Lockhart.
Here.
Muriello.
Here.
Mayo.
Here.
McLaughlin.
Here.
McLean Lane. Allison. I did see her.
Yeah.
We got it. We got
Here.
Mr.
Here.
Got you. Miller.
Thank you.
Present.
O'Brien.
Here.
Hurley.
Here.
Peter. Peter.
Here.
Plofsky.
Present.
Reedy.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Here.
Ricard.
Present.
Simpson.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Honey.
Here.
Ward.
Here.
Whalen.
Here.
Willingham.
Here.
39 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'd like to make note of additional sponsors we have with the clerk. First item under previous business, resolution number 540 for 2020.
Oh, what happened? Oh. Resolution number 540 for 2020, public hearing on proposed local law number J for 2021, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, limiting third-party food delivery services during a declared emergency.
Now, what you see here, folks, is an amendment to resolution number 540. All this amendment does is allow us to hold a public hearing in public forum remotely. Do I have a motion to amend resolution number 540 for 2020?
Motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Mr. Peter,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Reinhardt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, on resolution number 540 as amended, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the public hearing for resolution number 540 passes unanimous. Okay, first item under current business, please.
appointment of an associate director to the Altamont Fair.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Congratulations, Mr. Smith.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Mickey Cleary here.
Mr. Cleary,
I just had to step away for a second.
I got you, Clary.
Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Cleary. Item number 2, please.
Reappointment of directors to the Albany County Business Development Corporation.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution number 2 passes unanimous. Number 3, please.
Appointment of directors to the Albany County Land Bank Corporation.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 3 passes unanimous. Number 4, please.
Appointment of a member to the Board of Directors of Cornell Cooperative Extension.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 4 passes unanimous. Number 5, please.
Appointment of members to the Albany County Soil and Water Conservation District Board.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Congratulations, Mr. Reinhardt and Mr. Miller.
Thank you.
Item 6, please.
Appointment of directors to the Advanced Albany County Alliance, a local development corporation.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 6 passes unanimous. Okay, before this meeting, the Audit and Finance Committee met with regard to an item that will need to be introduced via Rule 11. This item deals with a correction out of the Rotterdam Fire District in Guilderland. Ms. Willingham?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I ask to invoke Rule 11 to introduce legislation amending resolution numbers 509 and 533 for 2020 regarding amounts levied and taxes to be appropriated for the Rotterdam Fire District in the town of Guilderland.
Thank you, Ms. Willingham. Can I have a second?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Seconded by Mr. Peter. All those in favor for the introduction of Rule 11? Opposed? It's unanimous. Clerk, please read resolution number 7.
Amending resolution numbers 509 and 533 for 2020 regarding amounts levied and taxes to be appropriated for the Rotterdam Fire District in the town of Guilderland.
All those in favor of resolution 7? Opposed? Resolution 7 passes unanimous. Folks, that's it for our formal agenda. I just want to remind as an administrative note, there's a lot of information coming out about this vaccine. There's new information every day. I know we're all getting questions. If you have questions about the criteria, the changing methods, please keep staff in mind. Do not hesitate to ask. And again, we've had questions at the beginning of the new year about, when are things going to get back to normal? When are we going to get back to chambers? If we all follow the guidance and the advice of Dr. Fauci, he says masks off by the late spring, early summer. If the vaccine rollout is effective and we all do the right thing, I do hope that we'll be back in chambers by the end of spring, early summer, best case scenario. But again, please be safe. Heed the advice of medical professionals. If you have questions about the vaccine rollout, if your constituents have questions, please keep us in mind. We're very tuned in with what's going on with the state and with the county. So again, pass those questions up. We'll be sure to get those answered. And again, please do what you can to promote the CERT grants in your districts. As of last Friday, we had 83 total applications for the CERT funding. So please continue to tell businesses in your district about that opportunity. It'd be much appreciated. And that concludes our formal meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. O'Brien, seconded by Ms. Willingham. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.